The Congress says if you even think of altering the preamble again, doing away with these two words, you are anti-constitution.
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, every day the Congress picks up a new whip to lash itself with. It has taken self-flagellation to an art form, honestly. I think Rahul knows that the only election he can now win is the RWA election in Lutyens, Delhi. And there too, there will be stiff competition from Congress geriatric uncles and aunties who've occupied the bungalows for decades, for they also want to win an election. What is it today? That the RSS wants to change the constitution of Dr. Ambedkar? Well, all that the RSS leader said was that the words socialist and secular should be removed from the constitution's preamble. These gimpish self-flagellators of the Congress don't even know that these two words weren't there in Ambedkar's constitution, and he had specifically wanted them not to be there. They were inserted by Indira Gandhi during the emergency. So what they mean to say is that for 30 years that Congress ruled India till 1975-76, India wasn't secular, India wasn't socialist. So damn right, they should be removed. Not only that, Nehru's draconian First Amendment should also be removed. Have the guts. Look, no one has damaged our constitution more than the Congress, because when does constitution die? It's a simple question. When a citizen's freedom of speech and expression is brutally stomped upon. And that is what Nehru did through his First Amendment to our constitution, following which under him dozens of books and films were banned, historians and editors were jailed. When does constitution die? When the president and the judiciary is forced to curtail the fundamental rights of the citizen. And that is what Indira Gandhi did through the emergency, following which tens of thousands of Indians were jailed and killed and sterilized, and constitution's body and soul and preamble altered with gay abandon. When does constitution die? When a Supreme Court's considered verdict is overturned with impunity, when the citizen's right to privacy is snatched away. And that is what Rajiv Gandhi did through the Postal Act and through overturning the Shah Bano judgment, ushering in an era of blatant appeasement. When does constitution die? When tens of thousands of activists are arrested and charged with sedition and called anti-national. When the election commission is severely compromised, which is what Sonia Gandhi did. When under her proxy rule, 8,000 activists were charged with sedition in a single day. When Naveen Chawla, despite the Shah commission charging him with committing atrocities during the emergency and deeming him unfit for office, was appointed the chief election commissioner, ignoring the cries of the then CEC that Chawla was spying for the Congress. When does constitution die, Pranesh? When the FCRA Act is retrospectively amended, rendering the High Court conviction of political parties like the BJP and the Congress toothless, which is what happened under Rahul Gandhi through a parliamentary amendment brought in by the BJP and supported by the Congress. Nehru, Indira, Rajiv, Sonia, Rahul, these are the famous five who have made sure our constitution is dead. On the other hand, how has Modi killed constitution or the RSS? Give me one example that hasn't either been ratified by the Supreme Court or the opposition itself, like the 370 abrogation of the SC/ST Act. Finally, you need to give me 30 seconds for this. About secularism. You can have the state give Hajj subsidy for decades, use taxpayers' money to host iftar parties, plunder state coffers to pay monthly salaries to thousands of Maulvis, ask UGC to completely fund minority institutions that keep 50% seat reserved for minorities, overturn a Supreme Court judgment just to appease Muslims, leech thousands of crores preferentially from Hindu temples, control thousands of acres of Hindu temple land, spend crores of taxpayers' money for Kartarpur corridor, run madrasas, order only Hindu-run schools to give 25% reservation to the poor, and still be secular? Why is the state paying the surveyors of the Waqf board? Why is the state paying salaries to Maulvis?